Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 10th, 2019, that's 2019, reading for you today. Now I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also make sure that you subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank each and every one of you, whether you are new or old to this channel, for all your support. You're absolutely amazing, and I absolutely adore reading for you. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information is going to be pinned to the top of the comment box below, meaning it is going to be the very first comment in the comment box below. It will also have the links to the cards that I use. So let's see now, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what July 1st to the 10th, 2019 has in store for you. Gemini, July 1st to the 10th, 2019, Gemini. July 1st to the 10th, there we go, 2019, Gemini. July 1st to the 10th, 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 2019, Gemini. Okay. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. July 1st to the 10th, 2019, Gemini. July 1st. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, we have the Nine of Wands. You feel battered and bruised. Yeah, that's what you feel like. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like you need to step back, Gemini. You need to step back. You need to stop listening to everybody else. You need to stop trying to be everything for everyone. You need to take care of you because, you have your head bandaged, your arm in a sling, and you need to kind of make a wall between you and the outside world to really focus on what it is that you want and how it is that you want to move forward. And I really see this more as the voices of everybody is just kind of hitting you all at once in July, for the first part of July. That's at the heart. And it can be also kind of in the last part of June. You need to really focus on you. Oh my gosh, I love it. You are crowned here by the Ten of Pentacles. And that could be why you're feeling just kind of drained when it comes to creativity, because you've been working so hard on moving things forward, on prosperity and abundance, that you need to make sure that you're taking time for yourself. But you're crowned here by happy family, by prosperity, by community, by things moving forward. It's saying what's really important to you, and that's what you're really focusing on. So that's beautiful. Then we have the Page of Cups. This can be a young or a youthful water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. They could have a lot of that in their chart if this is talking about a specific person and it's not their sun sign. So look at their moon, their ascending, even within their chart. This is also saying that you are being a student of what it is that you love. You're setting yourself free. And that's something that's really beautiful, because after all the trials that you have been through, you are getting a reward of freedom of embracing what it is that you love, of healing, of bounty. And then you have the Empress. And I'm seeing this as the Earth Mother. Really seriously, you are connecting with the earth. You have a creativity to you for the first part of July. And I understand that this creativity, it might be that you've been on this road for a really long time, something that you want to create within your life. It doesn't have to be artistic. It can be anything that you've been trying to manifest within your existence. This is your time. This is your time, Gemini. Everything is changing for you. Everything is changing. Your life is doing a 180. Your life is doing a 180, even though you feel as if, oh my gosh, that's because you've been on a roller coaster ride, and you will be on a roller coaster ride. You'll have your highs, you'll have your lows, but you're having a change of season. You're having a change that's coming through, and you have here the Ace of Wands. This is passion. This is new beginnings that God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe is handing to you. Now, I don't have you taking it yet, but know that it's here. You feel as if you're walking this alone, but this is also the Winter card, okay? A Winter card. And this is very much saying that as you're moving forward, as you're going after what it is that you want, you do walk this road alone. Everybody walks their road alone, but you have divinity blessing you. You have a connection with the ancient and the sacred coming into play. The beginning of the tree of life in Kabbalic tradition, the cross here, the Celtic cross, which is a coming together of Christianity and paganism, right? That's why they have the sun in the center. So you have here blessings moving you forward. You need to know, Gemini, you are never alone. You have your angels walking with you. And you might be going through a bit of winter. You might be having to do things for the first week of July that you sit there and you think, oh, I don't want to do this. But you're actually going to see the payoff as something spectacular. Cancer energy right here. This is also June 21st to July 22nd. So this is the first part of well, it's more than the first half of July coming into play. And that's where you're going to see these new beginnings moving you forward. You're afraid. There's doubts, there's fear, there's just something that holds you back. A death card, the death card, a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. Okay, this is the Scorpio energy. This is a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. You're closing the door on something here. As you rein in your emotions and you move forward, you're actually taking this gift because he holds the wands in his hands. So you're taking this gift divinely because this is a major arcana card. So whether you like it or not, you have this gift here, this gift of the wand, and you're leaning on it. You're sitting there and you're thinking, okay, what is it that I do? What can I do? How do I move forward? There's a lot of questions that are coming into play. And here, there's a sense of reining in your emotions, saying, yes, I can, because you think you can't. You're feeling overwhelmed, right? And that's at the heart of things. But here, you have everything changing. And here, you're closing the door on something, and you're saying, you know what, no more. No more, because you're crowned by your prosperity, your bounty, and your beauty. You're crowned, and you're rooted with a completion number, with 10, where it's kind of like this cycle has ended. And for a lot of you Geminis, you can't believe it. You're going to sit there and be like, oh no, it's not done yet. I still have so many more battles to fight. No. It's like the battles, for a lot of you, the battles are over, or the battles are coming to an end. And it doesn't mean that you'll never have a struggle a day in your life again, because that's unrealistic. That's not how life works. But it is saying here that you're finding your footing, you're embracing your harmony, and you're not letting the world rip you down. You're not. It's going to try to, and I hate to say that, but it is going to try to, because we have the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Gemini, July 1st to the 10th, 2019. July 1st to the 10th, 2019. Gemini. Okay. First card. Last card. Simplicity and change. It's simplifying your life. It's boiling it down to what's important, what really means the most to you. Gemini. July 1st to the 10th, 2019. Gemini. July 1st to the 10th, 2019. Gemini. July 1st to the 10th, 2019. Gemini. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. This one right here. Intuition. Trust it. Trust your intuition. It's spot on. And then motivation. You are highly motivated. The thing that's going to hold you back, Gemini, is fear and doubt. Okay? And everybody else's words meaning more to you than your own. That's something that Geminis have to work on. Everybody else's words mean more to them than their own words. I know this, I'm a Gemini. I mean, seriously, when people start to say, and I try to please everybody, and then your work becomes rubbish. Things just become, they're not the same. But you have to trust your intuition. You have to trust yourself as you move forward, because that's going to be so important to you. Your intuition is on point. The power of intuition will light your path, providing a connection to the divine. The divine is guiding you. Clear your third eye chakra. Okay, that's the color that's shining through here. Indigo, clear your third eye chakra. It's going to be so, so, so important to you. Then we have motivation. Motivation kindles the passion and energy needed to work towards your goals. You are motivated, and you are working towards your goals. Okay, keep that motivation alive. Do not let other people's words drag you down. The color that shines through here is red. That's healing and cleansing your root chakra. Then we have simplicity. Simplifying your life will bring you a sense of clarity and renewal. Simplify it. Boil it down. See what's really important to you. And kind of say to the rest of it, okay, you have to wait. Then we have change. Expand your flexibility for change, and you'll enjoy the vitality of life ahead. Things are changing. Be ready for it. Now, at the heart of everything is the Nine of Wands. You're putting everybody's words before your own. And if it's not everybody's words, it's, you're trying to please everyone, and you're just tuckered out. You have your head in a bandage, your arm in a sling, you could be having headaches, your body can be hurting you, and you just need to stop. You do. And you also need to say, what's the most important thing to me, Gemini? What's the most important thing to you, Gemini? What is it that you want? How is it that you want to move forward? Where is it that you want to be? And who are you trying to please? Are they worth your time and your energy? I know that sounds real mean, but seriously, are they worth your time and your energy? Because you're going through a transformation here that's changing the game. And you can't be pleasing everybody else. You have to please yourself. And you have to be going after what you want, because you're close to a conclusion. You're close to a putting down of all your burdens. This is a 9. You're close to a 10. You're close to the completion number. This is getting everything in a row. And this is really saying, where does your passion lie? Where does your creativity lie? What is it that you want on this earthly plane? Because that's what the wands mean to me. It means passion. It means creativity. It means insight and ideas that you cultivate to where it is that you want to be. It's all about the action of the now. It's all about that fire energy that moves you forward. Because your emotions here with the Cancer energy, look to see where Cancer shows up in your chart, if Cancer shows up in your chart, and Scorpio, where these two show up, or if these two show up in your chart, because this is going to be the way that you're moving forward. For a lot of you, it has to do, because we have such strong water sign energy here, and water sign energy, if you take out the zodiac, this is talking about the heart, talking about what it is that you love. And it can be what it is that you love. You know, you're moving forward towards it and people aren't understanding. But it's actually going to bring you a new dawn and a new day if you stay true to yourself. If you don't, if you veer off the path, Gemini, you're going to regret it. You are. Stay true to yourself. 10 of Pentacles. This is blessings. This is community. This is family. This is abundance. This is really something lovely as you're moving forward. You know, this is saying that you have reached what it is that you want. You are embracing what it is that you want. This is also saying do not share everything with everybody, okay? Because you see how the pentacles are up here and the apples are up here. You see how she has a bowl of apples, one pentacle on the table. It's saying have your reserve. Can people know it? Do people need to know about it? Not really. I mean, I wouldn't say, actually I would say here, don't display it. Display it to yourself. Know it for yourself. But keep your prosperity as something very kind of personal and sacred to you. This is a connecting with community. This is connecting with your bounty and your beauty and what it is that you truly want. And you're going to see that you're really moving forward in this truth and in this understanding. But this is your worth shining through. This is also your hard work paying off. For a lot of you Geminis, this can be moving forward in the way that you've envisioned. This can be a surprise coming in, like some sort of money coming your way that you hadn't expected. It moves you forward towards the bounty and the beauty that you desire. Page of Cups. You're setting yourself free. Now this is also a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. See where one of those water signs, you have two shining through right here, where one of those water signs comes through in your chart. Because you're healing and you're setting yourself free. And you might be healing around that area that it's talking about within your chart. Doesn't mean that you have to be, but it means that you might be. If there's no water sign within your chart at all, this is saying that you're healing and you're moving yourself forward. You are that fish in that cup. Now, I have a friend, he reads tarot cards, and he always says, do not count your fish before you have them all, because he views this as fishing, and then the fish jumps free. I view this as he's not fishing. This fish has been in that cup. Okay? He's kept it safe. It's been like a pet. He's healed it. He's taken care of it. And now it's moving on. It's going into the water. It's going into the ocean. It's going into its home. And that's what I see with you, Gemini. You're leaping from the bowl. You're leaping from someplace safe and secure, someplace small. And you're kind of taking on the world. Does it mean that you have to do so in a big way? No, not at all. It means that you are doing so in a way that is right for your soul and yourself. It means that you're embracing what it is that your heart wants and what it is that your heart desires. And so for a lot of you Geminis, you've had to heal your heart. And now your heart is going out there. Make sure you're not putting everybody else's words above your own. Especially for these 10 days, you're going to try and please everyone. Stop. Stop. I mean, if that's the only thing that you take away from this reading, I will be thrilled. No, emotions run high, especially for you during these 10 days. Emotions run high, and you're going to try and please everyone. And it's saying here, don't. Really focus on what it is that you love. Focus on your dreams, on your desires, on the way that you want to move forward, because that is going to move you to the place that you need to be, to the place that you want to be. Because we have here the Empress. And I love the Empress. It's the Empress and the High Priestess. They are my favorite cards in the whole entire tarot deck. The Empress here represents the story of Rhiannon. And I know I tell the story 1,000 times, and I'll tell the story 1,000 more. But she was a fairy princess. She was the goddess of horses. Okay? She was greatness. And she did not need to cow down to anyone. Well, she fell in love with a mortal king. And it took them a while to have a child because she was a fae, right? A fairy princess, she was a fae. And it's hard for them to have children, as the stories go. So she finally gets pregnant, and she winds up giving birth to a son. And she's exhausted. She falls asleep. She's just absolutely tuckered out. And the nurses are around her. And they're supposed to be, the midwives are around her. They're supposed to be taking care of the baby. Well, the baby's in his bassinet, and the bassinet is by the window. And when their backs are turned, this monster comes in and he steals the baby away. Because on that day, this monster comes and steals the greatest horse from each land, and she is the goddess of horses. So not the greatest horse, but the greatest colt. And her baby is a colt, is a baby horse. Has that essence to him. So he's spirited away, right? And all the nursemaids turn around, and there's at least 5 of them. And they say, oh my gosh, better she die. Better she suffer than all of us hang for this. So they smear her with blood. She's just given birth. There's plenty of it. And they say she ate her baby because she's a monster. She's an other. She's an unknown. All right? Well, she gets banished. The king doesn't kill her because he loves her still. So he banishes her. He says, you will sit in front of the castle. You will sit in front of this place that was once your home. And you will tell all those who ask what you have done. And when you're done, you will give them a ride on your back like the horse that you represent. And she does for years. She sits there. Now her son, who has been taken away, he's raised in a neighboring kingdom because that king has been has set up that night, and he was trying to catch the monster that always took away his colt that was born on that day. And he winds up scaring off the monster, saving the colt, and he saves the baby too. And he sits there and he's like, oh my gosh, we found the baby. So he brings it home to his queen, and they raise the child as their own. Now there's a tradition in Celtic tradition of fostering, in ancient Celtic times, of fostering. So this child is technically fostered by a neighboring kingdom's, allied kingdom. And the son grows very quickly, and everybody takes note of it. And then he looks just like the king, and the king of that land says, oh my gosh, I know whose father this is, whose son this is. Well, whose father he belongs to, whose son this is. And so the son goes, and he walks up to the king, and he says, I am your son. Nobody can dispute it. He looks just like him. Rhiannon, who is nothing, is placed back on the throne. Her son soon ascends to the throne because the king dies, and she's placed back in power. Not only that, but she gets married to a man that she absolutely adores. Now, do they live happily ever after? No, it's Welsh mythology. Nobody does. But they are happy and contented. And they are equally matched for each other in greatness and in greatness of heart. That's what I see here for you, Gemini. This is the long-winded way of saying you're claiming your power. You're claiming your power. You're moving forward in your truth. And the naysayers here are going to be like the naysayers for Rhiannon, the ones that said that she ate her child. Because you are different, they are going to try and scorn you. Do not let them. Because as you embrace your power, you close the door on a chapter of your life that was so difficult that you felt as if you walked through a blizzard. Everything is changing. Your life is doing a 180. You are embracing this change. Okay? You have come to a completion of something. Something in the universe has shifted, and you've come to a completion. Okay? It's about you claiming your power. It's about the goodness of your heart. It's about the way that you're moving forward, and now it blesses you with new beginnings to where it is that you want to be. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you this gift of new beginnings, of what it is that you desire, of how it is that you want to move forward. Nothing and no one is going to stop you. Do not let them. Do not let them, because you can use this gift to defend yourself. You can not even defend yourself, just kind of as a walking stick to steady yourself, to be like, oh, okay, I feel horrible. I can't possibly move on. And you steady yourself here. And you can use this gift as that, as saying, everybody else's words count more than mine. Or you can use this gift to move you forward. You have this choice here, Gemini. 5 of Pentacles. You feel as if you're walking this road alone. You're not. Divinity guides you. Listen to your intuition, because divinity will guide you to the place that you need to be, to what it is that you desire, to what it is that you love. The angels walk with you. You have divinity right here. There's a father figure guiding you. I know that might sound odd, and it could be for a very specific person that a father figure is guiding you, but there's a father figure guiding you from above. Somebody that you loved, somebody that you were connected with, most likely who passed on. It can be a past life connection, but I really see this as somebody who you had a connection with on this earthly plane, who passed on, and now you're connecting with them. Okay, they're sending you messages. You might smell something that reminds you of them. That's probably most likely the way that most of you are going to connect, or you hear something that reminds you of them. It's something like that. Okay, you're moving forward. Your clarifying cards. The Chariot, the 8 of Swords, and the Death card. The Chariot. You're reigning in your emotions. You know what it is that you want. You know what it is that you desire, and you're going for it. But here, this is doubts and this is fear. So you have 2 water signs, Cancer and Scorpio. Here you have doubts and you have fears. You have your emotions running high. You can stay. You can overthink it. You can overanalyze it. You can question it up and down the Mississippi. All right? And you can let this opportunity pass you. You can. Absolutely. But if you rein in your emotions, you focus on what it is that you want, you focus on your bounty, you embrace this change, you'll move forward in ways that are breathtaking. Doubt and fear is going to be there. Yes, it's a hurdle you have to overcome. You're closing the door on an old part of your life. You're closing the door on something. It's a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. It might actually feel like a death for some of you. It might actually feel as if the old part of you has died away, and you're done with that part of your life. That's how powerful that I'm seeing it right here. You're moving forward. You're moving forward with spirit guiding you. You can see it as also the angels guiding you. White dogs with red ears in Welsh mythology were fairy-bound dogs. Okay? And here, they're guiding you forward. On horseback, again, echoing Rhiannon's story. You're seeing with more than just your eyes. Okay? Because you see here, his eyes are hollow. And so is the horse's. You're seeing with your heart, with your intuition. Trust it. Trust it as you move forward. Your subconscious message is you, King of Swords. King of Swords. People are taking note of you. Kings, the actors upon the stage. Queens, the directors behind the scenes. You have that director behind the scene energy because you have the Empress here. You're actually going to feel more comfortable behind the scenes, but people are going to be taking note on what you do. It can feel uncomfortable for some of you Geminis, but embrace it. Guard your mind. Okay, your thoughts are very important. You have thoughts and memories guiding you forward. Use more of your thoughts than your memories because you don't want to be living solely in the past. Especially since there's something that you're closing the door on and you're kind of walking away from a part of the past that no longer has a hold over you. Right? Cutting through doubts and fears, severing negativity, claiming your power. You can be a bit sharp-tongued during this time, Gemini. Be aware of it. All air signs when the king or the queen shows up, they run the risk of being sharp-tongued. Or even any of the court cards, just all air signs run the risk of being sharp-tongued because that's one of their lessons, to speak in kindness. Words are going to be so important to you. They're going to motivate you, and that's why the words of others are going to be so impactful, because words motivate you during this time period, right? And you want everybody to kind of be on the same page as you. And here this is saying, just be wary that some people won't be, and that their words of negativity are going to have an impact on you. Right? Cutting through doubts and fears and embracing your power. Embracing what it is that you want. Where it is that you want to be. Not what everybody else wants, Gemini. This is you. Claiming the stage, being that main actor on the screen, on the stage, or on the screen, wherever it is that you want to be, however it is that you want to be acting, and moving forward in your truth. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. It has been an absolute pleasure reading for you. If you've made it all the way to the end, Bravo. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.